上好，刚刚到，今天没洗头，昨天洗了，我头发这么长了。今天是在泰国清迈的共享办公的一个位置，这是电话间，所以我可以说话。我想把我的口语预备一下，然后做一套口语的模拟考，所以就在这里。你今天还会上课，所以我就竖着也录一下，因为待会上去就在 YouTube 上面直播了。手太紧了，来吧，先练一下，打分一下自己，先读一下模板吧。咖啡到了。一个星期1500株啊，不到2000株，每天一杯咖啡，然后有网络，比较安静，我还挺喜欢先待完这一周看看。哈哈，冰拿铁，哎呦喂，妈呀，没有带纸啊！我感觉热闷闷的，热乎乎的。那我烤完快进去吧，好不好？因为里面就很冷。好，先来读一下模板。This image shows information about this. According to the content, we can see that. According to the content, we can see that firstly, several key features can be seen. Firstly, the highest number can be found in, which is around. Secondly, the lowest figure is, which is about. Furthermore, also carry important weight in this graph. In conclusion, this chart shows really data to describe A is higher than B. And A and B has increasing. Describe A and B has been increasing, decreasing. The value remains stable. The items include 1, 2, and 3. This picture uses the information what is according to. If you look at the top right inside, the most obvious information given here is. If you look at the bottom left outside, also showing this graph, give a better understanding about this picture. Furthermore, we also can analyze in these pictures where, in conclusion, this picture uses different elements to describe. However, there is different color displayed in this. There is different color displayed in this graph, such as white, black, and yellow. For example, I can see the mountain, rivers, lakes, and ocean in different areas. However, there's different color displayed in this graph, such as white, black, and yellow. For example, I can see the mountain, river, lakes, and ocean in different areas. Country, province. The flowchart shows information about. According to the picture, we can see that first we have the stage called. Next to the second stage, which is about. And then we move to the third stage, and finally the end stage is. In conclusion, the process is detailed, but there are totally 5 steps. This lecture is giving information about this. There are 5 points. Firstly, the lecture began by giving an introduction about. Secondly, I mentioned by the speaker, which are connected. In conclusion, the lecture explained the topic is. The talk was about. Firstly, it was clear that. Later, we're learning that. Then it was showing that. And end the lecture explained that the topic was about. That's the one. The discussion is about the topic. According to the content, we can see that firstly, speaker one said that and also mentioned that they are. Secondly, speaker two talking about and say it is important to. Thirdly, speaker three agree with speaker one, which is it is about. Finally, everyone shares the experience, worries, and suggests choice. However, the accepted idea of. In conclusion, the discussion is focused on the topic of. In conclusion, this discussion focuses on the topic of the speakers have different opinion on this issue. This discussion is about this topic. According to the content, we can see that main idea. Firstly, speaker one said that and she said that she has and also mentioned that they are. Secondly, speaker two talking about and say it is important too. Thirdly, speaker three agree with speaker one, which is it is about. Finally, everyone shares the experience, worries, and choice. However, the accepted idea of. In conclusion, this discussion focuses on the topic of. 先做一两道吧，那待会做模考的时候，就得点点点，嘟嘟，打开一下嘴巴，来念一下啊一，Comments graduate, comment would express graduate. Also like consideration of each case, their expertise and advice from the company. The company would also like to express its graduate to the independent assessors. Oh my goodness. 这个是简单吗？我觉得挺难的。Committee. The committee would also like express independent. Their expertise and advice play a vital role in our work. A list of independent. Their expertise and advice play a vital role in our work. List of independents. 哎，怎么那么难 ？Advice, independent assessors who attend the meeting. Advice play a vital role in our work. A list of independent assessors who attended meetings. Advice play a vital role in our work. A list of independent. Advice play a vital role in our work. A list of independent assessors who attended meetings. 我得快一点，有点热了，因为还要做好几个啊。晚了呀，怎么还是一天？昨天没那么甜，今天甜一点。我还是喜欢冰冰的，有点热，现在这里面因为是闷着的，通一下气的。 是我心里的原因，试一下这个带着跟不带的区别啊，不然那个音怎么样？Otherwise, play a vital role in your work, a list of independent assessors who attend the meetings. Otherwise, play a vital role in your work, a list of independent assessors. 还是30度。Attended. 我读的啥 ？Attendant， 我听着我的，奇奇怪怪的。Otherwise, play a vital role in your work, a list of independent assessors who attend the meetings. Attending. Attended. Otherwise, play a vital role in your work, a list of independent assessors who attend the meetings. Attended. Attended. Otherwise, play assessors. 救命！好吧，下一题看一下。Image. Which act as a sound receiver. The image they are called is not growing back, leading to noise, leading to once damaged. Once damaged, they are the higher. Once damaged, the higher cells do not growing back, leading to in the air. In the ear, once damaged. In the ear, once damaged, the higher cells do not growing back, leading to. 看下作品。In the ear, once damaged. In the ear, once damaged, the higher cells do not growing back, leading to. 14分。再来一遍。In the ear once damaged, the hair cell do not growing back, leading to. In the ear once damaged. In the ear. Not growing. 我天哪，20多分，好嘛，哎呦哇 ，according，which acts receivers， which 来这句吧 ，which act as the sound rivers in the ear， 为什么老师要停呢 ？The hair cell, which act as a sound receiver, which act as a sound oh my goodness, which act as a sound receiver in the ear. Once damaged, the higher cells. Once damaged, the higher cells. 我每次打一个点，我就想听。行吧，我放弃了，这个题我放弃了。为什么老是这么低 ？Noise, which which act as sound rivers. 再读一遍 which act as sound receivers. 哎呀 which act as sound receiver in the ear once damaged the higher cells. 救命！这个搞啥子嘛？10分，算了，不搞你了。再读一下，迟一点好看。English. Found gold and silver in the make quick profit after become evident. Found gold. Find gold and silver profit evident. Find gold and silver to make a quiet profit after it become evident. Find gold. Find gold. Find gold and silver to make a quiet profit after it become evident. After it become evident. Finding gold. 26，这搞啥？Find gold and silver to make a quiet profit after it become evident. 他为什么说我 ？No pressures. Find gold and silver to make a quiet profit. Silver. 哎呦，这我真的全部撞在我的雷。哎呀 ，mental metals area. Precious. Okay. Make a quiet profit after it become evident that there were no pressures. Make a quiet profit after it become. 就这样吧。再来一道。Early in the 19th century, Wordsworth's body cities would destroy. Destroy is a natural caricature. Meanwhile, the conservation of the natural environment, however, did not become major politicals. Natural environments, however, did not become a major theme the political until the quite recent. However, did not become a major theme in political until quite recently. However, did not become a major theme. 为什么我都卡 ？However, did not become a major theme until quite recently. 好差啊！最近真的。The conversation. The conversation of the natural environment, however, did not become major. Did not become a major. The conversation. 哎，我放弃了，读 IS 吧。谢谢你，大佬啊。
We are so dependent on the computer that we cannot live without it.
We are so dependent in the computer cannot live it. We are so dependent in the computer cannot live it. We are so dependent in the computer cannot live it. We are so dependent, the computer. Dependent. We're so dependent on the computer. And what? That we cannot live with it, without it. We are so dependent in the computer cannot live it. Cannot live it. 再来一个。
The university supplies a number of scholarships for qualified students.
The university has a scholarship can qualify the students. The university has a scholarship can qualify the students. Qualify. How to qualify the students? I don't know. The university a member of the university has a scholarship can qualify the students. Qualified. The university supplied a number of scholarships for qualified students. The university has a scholarship can qualify the students. Qualified students. Qualified.
We are required to submit the assignment before Friday.
We are required to submit the assignments before Friday. We are required to submit the assignments before Friday. Before Friday. Required to submit assignments before Friday.
You can only choose one subject from biology and chemistry.
You only can choose one object, biology. You only can choose one object, biology. You can only choose. You only can choose one object, biology. Subject. You only can. Oh, no. Chemistry. You can only choose one subject from biology or chemistry.
You can only choose one subject from biology and chemistry.
You can only choose one subject or the object. You can only choose one subject from biology and chemicals. 再来一道。
You should go to the reception to get your student card.
You should go and with your student credit. You should go and with your student's credit card. You should go and with your student's credit card. You should go and with your student's. You should go and with your student's credit card. Reception. You should go to the reception to get your student card. You should go to
the reception to get your student card.
来，我们再做个难题啊，中等的吧。
It is clear that there is little accurate documentation in support of this claim.
It is clear the document to apply the scheme. It is clear the document. It is clear the document to apply the scheme. The claim support of this claim. It is clear that. Oh, it is clear that. 中等的就有点难了。It is clear that a little accurate documentation in support of this claim. Claim. It is clear that that's a little accurate. 这个难。Support of this claim. To support this claim. 索赔 claim 再来2道吧。
One creative individual in Japan has made a similar protest for decades.
One staff from the Japan is similar to the independence. 我乱读了。One staff from the Japan is similar to the independence. 这真的是，行吧，我来看，已读乱回。Was created individual in Japan has made a similar protest decline. Protest decade.
One creative individual in Japan has made a similar protest for decades.
For decades. One staff from the Japan is similar to the independence. 再来一道，我就结束了，我就做模考了啊，我就上去了，现在27分钟。
Mary felt happy when she learned the results of the election.
Everyone is so happy have choose the election. Everyone is so happy have choose the election. Mary feels happy when she learned the result of the election. Election. Everyone is so happy have choose the election.
Mary felt happy when she learned the results of the election.
The result we learned. Mary is so happy when she had learned the result of election. Feels happy when she learned the result of election. 好吧，来吧，做个模考好不好？做模考我就上去直播了。11点钟来吧，真是。依米姑娘，好嘛，这个模考在哪头？模考，我看一下。我全部的模考就一个，搞啥子？别搞错了吧？别都完了。那么多模考。对吧？这么多，等一下啊，准备一下，我写模板。口语的做过IS 口语的做过40B， 做过口语单上还有哪一个？口语单上443， B。对的，你不是一米吧？咋回事啊？退出，还没更新呢。video call， 哎，叫么怎么个？我舅妈打个电话过来，我看一下。水生日快乐，掉嘛，掉嘛。孩
子，生日快乐！
哦，屁事过。
你家里家里和到你家里来，你妈妈辛苦了，来到你家里来。另外呢，红白酒啊。
爹爹，生日快乐！我还在学习嘞，你看。
徐阿姨，刘阿姨，
哎，这时候。我刚刚在学习，待会今天还有课啊。
啊？
我说刚刚在学习，没看手机。
哦。
今天还有上课。
哎呀，到乡里回来哟。
可以啊，我考完就回来了。哎，薇薇呢？薇薇呢？
哎，你说几个呢？薇薇是说几个呢？给你闺蜜说几个呢？
给闺自己说几个啦？
叫我给你闺蜜。
哦，闺蜜，我看她发朋友圈了。
啊。
哦。
啊，在那个妹妹他们去玩去了。到时候要去玩一下子，我说可以了，你们去玩一下子，你们年轻人去玩也是蛮年轻的了。
那好，咱们那过年了，你呀？
过年了你在外面这个也不兄弟这边啊，好
像。好，谢谢。那这个，那我去学习了，对吗？
好的，你去学习吧，拜拜。
好，拜拜。
好的。
打了个电话过了，有点尴尬。你在我家过年好不好？这一出啦，好嘛。薇薇啊，刚刚给你妈放了个那个什么视频通话，半年呢，他们在我家过年，你潇洒，跟闺蜜去耍去了。讲，来吧。哎，鼻子。我觉得我想我们开始吧，已经是再读一下模板吧。你模板因为你看不了模板。OK， 依米，对，这个才是我的嘛。那我们再来读一下，好吧？读个模板，读一遍我们就开考了。模考，模拟考，依米姑娘，加油！ This image shows information about this. According to the content, we can look at several key features can be seen. Firstly, the highest number can be found in which is around secondly. The lowest figure is which is about. Furthermore, we also carry important weight in this graph. In conclusion, this chart is really data to describe A is higher than B, and A and B have been increasing and decreasing. That the value remained stable. The picture shows information about if you look at the top right inside. The most obvious information given here is if you look at the bottom left outside. I also showing in this part, giving a better understanding about this picture. Furthermore, we also can see this and this in this picture as well. In conclusion, this picture uses different elements to describe. However, there are different colors displayed in this graph, such as white, black, and yellow. For example, I can see the mountain, rivers, lakes, and ocean in different areas. This flowchart shows information about this. According to the picture, we can see that first we have the stage called, next to the second stage, which is, then we move to the third stage, and finally the end stage is. In conclusion, the process shows detail about it. There are totally of 5 steps. 我是站着的。This lecture is giving information about this. 新年快乐，今年大年初三。This lecture is giving information about this. Firstly, the lecture began by giving introduction about it. Secondly, I mentioned by the speaker which are connected to the. In conclusion, the lecture explained the topic is. 好了，还有这个题啊。Come, that is the time to worship you. Come, This lecture is about this. According to the content, we can see that first, the speaker wants that she has, and also mentioned that they are. Secondly, speaker two talking about and said it is important to. Thirdly, speaker three agree with speaker one, which is each is about finally. Everyone shares experience, worries, and choice. However, they accepted the idea of this. In conclusion, this discussion is focused on the main topic of 这首歌啊，可以吗？应该可以吧？对，这首歌。Oh my god， 我删掉它了，那我用带着，因为我怕 copyright 侵权的话。Come， 那给大家唱首歌。This is amazing grace。来听这个。This is amazing grace。听完这首歌，我们就开始了，好吧？好多名堂啊。There's amazing grace.来听一下这个。虽然学的一首新歌，已经唱了一遍，但是不是特别熟。This is amazing grace. Let the power, darkness, who loud and mighty, and go much stronger. The King of glory, the King of all kings. Who shines the whole earth with holy order, and live your praise in wind and wonder. The King of glory, the King of all kings. This is amazing grace. This is a falling love. That you could take my place. That could you be my fellows? You laid down your life, that I could be set free. Oh, Jesus, I say for all that you done for me. Dun, 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 dun. Who bring a chaos back into order, who made up orphans a son or daughter, the King of glory, the King of glory. With the nation, which is a justice, shine like a sun, all in the brilliance, the King of glory, the King of all kings. This amazing grace, this unfailing love, then you could take my place. Then you could be my cross. You'll lay down your life. Then I could be set free. Oh, she's so unsafe. Oh, that you done for me. 这一只狼不是狼，我是一只 king who conquered the grave。我是一只狼不是狼，我是一只 king who conquered the grave。我是一只狼不该死slave。我是一只 king who conquered the grave。Was he a man, was a slave, was he, this is amazing grace, this is a falling love, someone can take my place, someone can be my cross. You lay down your life, so you can be my friend. Jesus, I say for all that you done for me. 好了，结束。还有 power 来。Continue. Let's start. 好了，我想不会继续太长时间了，已经41分钟了，好吧。做完模考我们就撤了，选择一套模考试卷。模考。我的一个人。专项模考口语的全部的话43比40比39比吧，来吧。On here for practice and students will encounter a range of issues to professional practice in the workplace. Students will encounter a range of issues to professional practice in the workplace. Students will encounter a range of Students will encounter a range of issues to professional practice in the workplace. Take a break is a program that encourages teens who have signed up. Take a break is a program that encourages teens who have signed up. Take a break is a program that encourages teens who have signed up. Take break is program. Take break is program. Take a break is a program that encourages teens who have signed up. Take a break is a program that encourages teens who have signed up. 可以了，这就是 Inverse damage does not affect all people equally for this reason. Environmental damage does not affect all people equally for this reason. such as those with a job in fishing, tourism, and agriculture, and more likely to be affected. Such as those with jobs in fishing, tourism, and agriculture are more likely to be affected. Such as those with jobs in fishing, tourism, and agriculture are more likely to be affected. Likely, 哎，我老搞个调。Okay, one of the benefits of watching the television show is that you will get to learn and appreciate. One of the benefits of watching the television show is that you will get learning and appreciate. One of the benefits of watching the television show is that you will get to learning. You will get learning. That you will get learning. That you will get to learning. Learn. One of the benefits of watching the television shows that you will get to learn. One of the benefits of watching the television shows that you will get to learn. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more knowledgeable and may have benefits. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more knowledgeable and make benefits. Feel more knowledgeable. Feel the more and more benefits. Feel the more and may have benefits. Social media is powerful. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more and may have benefits. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more and may have benefits. Whew. Just with your hand. Process an individual experience when he may found that the view as a process, and the process as an individual experience when he may found that as a process an individual experience when he may found that as a process an individual experience when he may found that the views as a process an individual experience when he may found that the views.
It is difficult for young people to find jobs around here.
It is difficult for young people to find the job. It is difficult for young people to find the job.
She was in England for the publication of her new book.
She's in England and the public job of England. She's in England and the public job of England. Okay, continue.
He used to work at night and sleep during the day.
He used the night and sleep all the day. He used the night and sleep all the day. 哎呦我天哪！来，再来。
The economic program for the country has been ignored.
The economic for the country have been ignored. The economic for the country have been ignored.
I have made an appointment to see the doctor this morning.
I have an appointment to see the doctor in this morning. I have an appointment to see the doctor in this morning.
He He ordered some new books from America on a website.
He ordered some new book in the website. He ordered some new book in the website.
The manufacturer's name is on the bottom of the plate.
The manufacturer blade is on the table with something. The manufacturer blade is on the table with something.
There is a special exam designed for students with disabilities.
There is a special exam for some students doing. There is a special exam for some students doing.
There are opportunities for you to go abroad as part of your undergraduate studies.
There is opportunity for the undergraduate students to study. There is opportunity for the undergraduate students to study. 还有
There was a lack of objectivity in the way the candidates were judged.
There was the objective and will be adjust. Judged. There was the objective and will be adjust. Gift purchased trained by holiday, and gift trains by holiday, and gift and holiday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and Mother's Day, Father's Day, and it's rain. Gift trains by holiday. This image gives information about the gift trains by holiday. According to the content, when we look at the three parts, firstly, the highest number can be found in Christmas, which is about 100. Secondly, the lowest figure can be found in Mother's Day, which is about 60. Furthermore, the Mother's Day also carry important weight in this graph. In conclusion, this picture uses different elements to describe the red and the green color. This image gives information about the gift trains by holiday. According to the content, when we look at the three parts, firstly, the highest number can be found in Christmas, which is about 100. Secondly, the lowest figure can be found in Mother's Day, which is about 60. Furthermore, the Mother's Day also carry important weight in this graph. In conclusion, this picture uses different elements to describe the red and the green color. Oh, annual rates, rainy heart disease, and when we look at heart disease, is the red line. Highest number have been found is 2016, which is about 0.3%. 0. This image shows information about the annual rates of heart disease. According to the content, when we look at the heart disease, is the red line. Firstly, the highest number can be found in 2016, which is about 3. Secondly, the lowest figure can be found in 2009, which is about 0. Furthermore, the green line and the red line also carry important weight in this graph. In conclusion, this chart uses real data to describe the compare is increasing. This image shows information about the annual rates of heart disease. According to the content, when we look at the heart disease, is the red line. Firstly, the highest number can be found in 2016, which is about 3. Secondly, the lowest figure can be found in 2009, which is about 0. Furthermore, the green line and the red line also carry important weight in this graph. In conclusion, this chart uses real data to describe the compare is increasing. Compare 我太搞笑了。 Okay. If you look at the top, it's processed, have some water, the meat, fresh water. Bottom, and the recycle. The process. 1, 2, 3, 4, several. So water treatments. This picture shows information about several the process. If you look at the top, the most obvious information given here is the top. If you look at the bottom, the fresh water showing this part give a better understanding about this picture. Furthermore, we also can see the water have a lot of bottom in this picture as well. In conclusion, the process shows detail about the treatments. This picture shows information about several the process. If you look at the top, the most obvious information given here is the top. If you look at the bottom, the fresh water showing this part give a better understanding about this picture. Furthermore, we also can see the water have a lot of bottom in this picture as well. In conclusion, the process shows detail about the treatments. Wow, frequently the low, wow. The heating wave frequency, this country, compare with, high. This image shows information about the heating wave frequency. Firstly, if you look at the top, the first information given here is the low. The color is white. If you look at the low, the highest number can be higher, which is about the red. Furthermore, we also can see the relative high, showing this part give a better understanding about this picture. In conclusion, this chart uses real data to describe the frequency of the map. This image shows information about the heating wave frequency. Firstly, if you look at the top, the first information given here is the low. The color is white. If you look at the low, the highest number can be higher, which is about the red. Furthermore, we also can see the relative high, showing this part give a better understanding about this picture. In conclusion, this chart uses real data to describe the frequency of the map. Frequency of the map. 哎呀，我太紧张了。哦。Regional grade shares. North American. When we look at 2020 GPS share, GDP share, it's a regional share. This image shows information about a regional share. According to the content, when we look at the 2020, firstly, the highest number can be found in North American, which is about 20%. Secondly, the lowest figure can be found in Africa, which is about 5%. Furthermore, the Europe, the Asia, also quite important way in this graph. In conclusion, this chart uses real data to describe the GDP share and the South American. This image shows information about a regional share. According to the content, when we look at the 2020, firstly, the highest number can be found in North American, which is about 20%. Secondly, the lowest figure can be found in Africa, which is about 5%. Furthermore, the Europe, the Asia, also quite important way in this graph. In conclusion, this chart uses real data to describe the GDP share and the South American. Lesson lecture.
It's rare to find an adult who actively still wonders what their parents think. But that isn't to say that we aren't wondering about our value in more general terms. It's just that we may, without noticing, have taken the question somewhere else, and very often to particularly harsh modern figures of authority, media, and social media. To this pitiless arena, the self-doubting person now directs all their fears of unworthiness and panic desire for reassurance to a system set up to reward sadism and malice. They constantly raise their phones and implicitly ask, "Do I deserve to exist? Am I okay? Am I beautiful or respectful enough? And because social media is built on the troubles of the individual soul, the verdict is never a reliable yes. One is never done with cycles of fear and reassurance seeking. Every time their spirits sink, which is often, the self-doubting sufferer picks up their phone and begs to know whether they have permission to go on. If this might be us, we should grow curious about and jealous of people who are free. They are so because someone long ago settled the question of what they were worth, and the answer has seemed solid ever since. Social media is a roar in the next valley, not a mob in their own mind. Learning from these calm souls won't just involve deleting a few apps. We will have to go further upstream, back to the baby self, whose alarmed inquiries we must quiet once and for all, with ample doses of soothing,
It is the right
until
activity
now
with parents.
absent kindness.
This lecture gave information about each of the right activity with this and this and this. This lecture gave information about each of the right activity with parents. Firstly, the lecture began by giving introduction about where you were made to take questions. Secondly, which means that social media to the person, to the panic to say, and mentioned by the speaker, which are connected. Each is important. See the phone, I'm okay, I'm so beautiful, the version. In conclusion, the lecture explained the topic about never to every time, knows internet. This lecture gives information about each of the right activity with parents. Firstly, the lecture began by giving introduction about where you were made to take questions. Secondly, which means that social media to the person, to the panic to say, and mentioned by the speaker, which are connected. Each is important. See the phone, I'm okay, I'm so beautiful, the version. In conclusion, the lecture explained the topic about never to every time, knows internet.
The sleep-associated consequences are more significant than you may realize. For example, in the spring, when we lose 1 hour of sleep, there is a subsequent 24% relative increase in heart attacks. In contrast, in the fall, in the autumn, when we gain an hour of sleep, there is a 21% reduction in heart attacks. Isn't that incredible? And I should also note that we see similar changes in things such as road traffic accidents, strokes, and tragically, suicide rates as well. In fact, even the economy suffers, with certain stock market returns taking a downswing following the shift to daylight saving time and that 1 hour of lost sleep. This is how fragile our brains, our bodies, and even our societies are when it comes to sleep loss. But said more positively, even just small increases in sleep can have immediate as well as long-term health benefits. So rather than thinking of sleep as a cost, we can instead think of sleep as one of the very best investments we can make.
This lecture, sleep more significant. This lecture gives information about sleep more significant can be lost. Firstly, the lecture began by giving the introduction about the effect we are gain to sleep incredible. Secondly, the things to be braced to the economy are mentioned by the speaker, which are connected to stay how to bring the body and stay best to make. In conclusion, the lecture explained the topic about say more positive long-term benefits. This lecture gives information about sleep more significant can be lost. Firstly, the lecture began by giving the introduction about the effect we are gain to sleep incredible. Secondly, the things to be braced to the economy are mentioned by the speaker, which are connected to stay how to bring the body and stay best to make. In conclusion, the lecture explained the topic about say more positive long-term benefits. Positively. 3 people.
3 students are discussing different note-taking methods at university.
So I've been trying out different ways to take notes lately, and I'm not really sure which one works best. I tried the Cornell method, but it feels a little too structured for me, you know? What about you guys? What do you usually do?
I'm a big fan of mind mapping, actually. It really helps me see how all the ideas connect and get the bigger picture. I usually start with the main idea in the middle and then branch out from there. Plus, it's not as linear as regular note-taking, which keeps me way more interested. It's especially helpful in subjects where things are really connected, like history or philosophy.
I've tried mind mapping before, but I think it's a bit messy, to be honest. I usually prefer outlining. It's just simple and easy, and it helps me keep everything organized logically. I use different headings and subheadings to structure my notes, which makes it easy to look back at them later.
Yeah, I get why you'd like outlining, but sometimes I feel like I'm just writing down exactly what the professor says without really thinking about it. With the Cornell method, I have to sum things up and think about what it all means, which helps me understand it better. Maybe I should give it another shot.
That's a good point, Sarah. I think the main thing is to find what works for you and the subject you're studying. Like, I use mind mapping when we're brainstorming in my creative writing class, but I switched to something more straightforward for statistics. Different subjects need different things, don't you think?
Definitely. I also think it helps to mix and match different methods. For example, I might use outlining to structure my notes, but then add colours or symbols to make them more interesting. Or I might use the Cornell method in lectures, but then just take freehand notes when we're having group discussions.
That's a great idea, Alice. I hadn't even thought about doing that. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Being able to change my note-taking depending on what's going on. I'll try to be more open to trying new things and see what works best for each class. It might also help if I looked at my notes more often to really remember what I've learned.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to play around with your method until it feels right. I've even seen people using note-taking apps that let you type, draw, and record audio all in one place. Whatever helps you understand and remember things, right? It's all about finding the right tools for how you learn best.
Agreed. And don't forget how important it is to really listen. No matter what you're doing with your notes, it's important to pay attention during the lecture or discussion. That way, your notes will make more sense and be easier to remember later. I think we all need to experiment a bit to find what works best for us.
This discussion is different notes in the university. This discussion is talking about the different notes in the university. According to the content, we can know that is the best good to learning. Firstly, speaker 1 said that she have sometimes write it down in the notebook, and however it means to understanding. Secondly, speaker 2 said that he is a big picture and regularly very important and interesting and connected, which is feared the word to be subject and the different say is needed different. Thirdly, speaker 3 agreed with speaker 1 and also talking about she is missing the lecture to organize and notes, and also talking about use the outlines more value and take free. Finally, everyone shares the experience, worries, and suggestions, and they accept the idea is a good idea able to what is going on in each class. In conclusion, this discussion is focused on the topic about remember what is learning and tap to the audience rights. This discussion is talking about the different notes in the university. According to the content, we can know that is the best good to learning. Firstly, maybe
3 students
wait a moment.
are discussing
现在纸笔过来了，哎，有点紧张。它没水了，呀，还记得。
3 students are discussing dealing with noisy neighbors in the dorm at university.
Honestly, I'm just so fed up with my neighbors. They're always playing loud music and having people over, even on weeknights when I'm trying to study. It's really hard for me to focus, and I'm not really sleeping well. I just don't know what to do anymore.
That sounds rough, Charlotte. Have you tried talking to them directly? Sometimes just knocking on the door and having a quick chat can really help. I had a similar problem last semester, and just asking them to turn it down at certain times actually worked for a bit.
Yeah, I agree talking to them is the first thing to try. But it doesn't always work, especially if they're not very thoughtful. If that doesn't work, you could always talk to your resident advisor, your RA. They're there to help with these kinds of things and can make sure people follow the dorm quiet hours. That's usually the official next step.
Yeah, going to the RA is an option. But from my experience, they can be kind of hit or miss. Some RAs are really good about it, but others just send a general email and nothing happens. Personally, I've just found it easier to get good noise-cancelling headphones, or just go to the library when it gets too loud. It's not perfect, but it does give you some control back.
I appreciate the suggestions, George. But why should I have to leave my own room or wear headphones all the time? This is my living space, and I paid good money for it. It just feels unfair that I'm the one who has to change just because my neighbors are being inconsiderate. It's really tiring and making it hard to feel relaxed here.
Charlotte's right. It's not fair to expect you to keep moving. Most dorms have very clear quiet hours, especially after 10 p.m. If the RA isn't helping, you might need to take it higher, like to the housing office or the resident director. There are usually official ways to complain about ongoing problems, and that's when they might actually do something.
That's a good point about the official procedures. I guess if it's affecting your studies and well-being this much, it's worth trying the official route. As a last resort, if nothing else works, have you thought about asking for a room change? It's a pain, but sometimes a fresh start is the only way to get some peace.
A room change feels pretty drastic, but I might have to think about it if nothing else gets better. I really wish they would enforce the rules more, or maybe have clearer consequences. Maybe if a few of us on the floor reported them, it would be taken more seriously.
Definitely. A group complaint often matters more than just one person complaining. Living in a dorm should be a good place for learning, not a constant source of stress. It's important to stand up for your right to a peaceful living space, especially with exams coming up.
This discussion is talking about having the noisy neighbor in the university. Firstly, the lecture began by giving introduction about the play the noisy music, really hard to focus. Firstly, speaker one said that she has the noisy room and all the time, and however feel really hard and sad. And also mentioned about clean the frequency and take more seriously. Secondly, speaker two said that he had tried talking with the roommate, and sometimes can be option really good email. It is easier to go to the library. It feel perfect. Secondly, speaker 3 agree with speaker 1 and also talking about she does the work to be communicate, which is a place house usually go to the problems, can be focused on it. Finally, everyone shares experience, worries, and suggestions, and however, there were also accepted the effect to the study. In conclusion, this discussion is focused on the main topic about roommate and get peace and follow the rule. Oh my god, 这个比ebook is a spa day and based on the growing review and a wide range of service and the list online. When you arrive, half the service is unavailable and the facility and not advertising, and also
the facilities are not as advertised.
And spa manager.
How do you address this with the spa manager?
Spa manager, can you show the... 。 Hello, Spa Manager. My name is Yimi. Do you have free time? I want to tell you something. Now I have the situation. It's I booking the spa day and based on the growing review and the wide range service and the list online. But when I arrived and half the service is unavailable and the faculty has not been advertised. So I need you give me say something and give you to return the money. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Hello, Spa Manager. My name is Yimi. Do you have free time? I want to tell you something. Now I have a situation. It's I booking the spa day and based on the growing review and the wide range service and the list online. But when I arrived and half the service is unavailable and the faculty has not been advertised. So I need you give me say something and I give you to return the money. Thank you so much and have a nice day. 再来一道，最后一道。During the team meeting on Thursday, you ask if you complete the submit the comprehensive program update for the client by Friday. However, I reached the essential feedback from the team member, but out to the office until the Tuesday.
A comprehensive project update for a client by Friday. However, you're waiting on essential feedback from a key team member who's out of the office until Thursday. What would you say to your supervisor?
Hello, Lucy. Do you have free time? I want to tell you something. Now have the situation is I want to talk with you to I can complete submit the comprehensive program and the update for the client is by Friday. But now I am waiting for the essential feedback from the team and the member. So now it's out for the office until the Tuesday. Could you give me the chance? I give me some more day to extension. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Hello, Lucy. Do you have free time? I want to tell you something. Now have the situation is I want to talk with you to I can complete submit the comprehensive program and the update for the client is by Friday. But now I am waiting for the essential feedback from the team and the member. So now it's out for the office until the Tuesday. Could you give me the chance? I give me some more day to extension. Thank you so much and have a nice day. 好吧，拜拜。做完了39B，搜一个slide题，心脏都不是我的了。我上去了，我要降温。好了，谢谢大家看到这里，能感受到我的心跳吗？我做模拟考，整死我自己了。好了，好热。好了，谢谢大家看到这里。我要好好看一下我今天做的题，65分，我心跳都跳出来了。好，拜拜 ，Love you guys。